we decided to go visit her. This is her last Sunday?
My last Sunday working at this facility. I have several
more
weeks, but I don't work any weekends.
So, how do you feel being on the tail end of your contract?
I feel great. I feel like I do a good job. The work this past 3-4 shifts has been insane.
Yeah.
I never have my charting done on time. I'm always getting off work late, but it's just the sheer amount of patients that we're caring for. So, yeah, I guess. Hi, Linda.
Hi, welcome.
Hi. I guess one thing I've noticed is that we usually have a charge nurse, but that charge nurse usually has patients assigned. And so you don't have a free charge nurse to help you when you are struggling. They're off taking care of their own patients and managing their own crises. Hi, No Ordinary Path. Welcome.
Did you guys end up checking out our church? I don't know if this was too quick for you guys or not, but I know we told them about our church because they are in the area that we were living in.
Yes, they are. They're within driving distance of all our friends.
Say hi to everybody for us.
All right.
Because no one says hi to us on Facebook.
So what's our topic, Garrett?
So we wanted to go kind of revisit this whole, why did we choose this lifestyle? There was we did a whole series when we were transitioning from living in a house into living full-time. And really and truly, I think hey, X marks the spot.
Hi.
All the people are coming in.
Whoop, whoop. No Ordinary Path. We didn't today, but we hope to soon. We ended up heading to a different one next door to where we were staying, but we can't wait to visit. And, pay attention to their camp. I know it's pretty pricey, but Emma and I always enjoyed
It's a blast.
Going to camp. So that is an option for you guys being up there during the summertime.
So I really feel blessed because there's a lot of these really big channels that they started their channel after they had been on the road. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them are like, we really wish we could have told the before story. And we got a chance to do that. And we put a whole series together called our Becoming RV Nomads, our transition to becoming RV nomads.
Like
and I have a link in the description for the playlist. So make sure to go pop some extra popcorn and go watch those.
Some of them were pretty funny, like we were being interrupted by the kids, or we were talking about something weird. And I remember one we were talking about mice, and another one, I think a child in the background was picking their nose, or they were pretty funny, I think.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. Before I wanted to go over 3 of the different reasons why.
Garrett liked the trim.
Except I didn't trim up here. It's all over the place.
He did this while I was huddled in bed, I think, after work one night. Yeah. I normally trim everything up for him, but...
Well, I was doing a video for Fulltime Families. It was a collaboration video, and I'll talk about that at the end of tonight's live stream.
So he didn't want to look like a hairy...
Behemoth.
Behemoth.
Neanderthal.
There you go. Neanderthal.
So before we get into these 3 little...
Hold on. Linda Rose said extra popcorn. And she said, they say never work with kids or animals on live TV. You are so right.
Yeah. We can't edit that out, right?
We can't edit it.
You're going
it's live.
Knuckle deep in your nose.
Okay, keep going. What was your point?
So, we have 3 points, and...
Good night. Good luck editing.
Have fun. So, actually, I'll just talk about the points, and then we have a new segment I wanted to test out and see what you guys thought. We have a lot of videos from way back.
Way back. itty bitty cute Emma voice.
So Emma,
And itty bitty cute baby Timmy.
Yes. So Carolyn sent me this text on a couple nights ago, and it was like, Emma texting mommy. And I was like,
just show him.
Go, what's that video? And so this is the video of Emma texting.
Hey, Mommy. I just want you to give you a text. So this blanket is Buddies, and it has a pocket, and those are the angels, and this is Timmy and my dad. So this is my head and my inside. Here, kissy. So I wrote that work, huh? So I didn't know what these are my hiding angel. So I have no bye.
Yeah.
Linda, I love it.
Way back Wednesday for your Wednesday videos.
Such a great idea. Aren't they absolutely adorable?
And
Absolutely
Timothy
adorable.
was literally about Eddie's age.
No, he was
younger than that.
He wasn't verbalizing. He was sitting there on your lap, so he was probably a year old at that point.
Great text
video.
Here's baby buns Blinky, and it was. So we're gonna try and pull up more videos from our archives, and if I can, maybe I'll even go back to some home videos when I was a kid. I have footage of that, which it's a long story in and of itself.
I do not have home video. Growing up, I have.
So we might work.
Probably find photos, but
yeah, we might work on a new segment for you guys, kind of just giving some history of
way
us.
back when.
Way back.
I love it.
Throwback Thursday, way back Wednesday.
There, and then they go and grow up on us. Yes. After watching that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not enjoying these little years, and I'm just rushing from one thing to another. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video, but just what I am doing to combat this feeling of just going from task to task and thing to thing and not really engaging in life. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Linda, you might want to see some of my baby pic videos, because I'm probably about 6.
It's about Timmy's age.
About Timmy's age, and yeah, and some of my other siblings are even younger.
He doesn't talk a lot in the videos.
No, I was very silent. Always praise him. Hey, D. D is on.
Oh, hi, D.
Welcome. So we are, D, going and talking about our story and why we decided to go full-time.
So you're creating that story for yourself right now,
Yes.
D. You and your family there, and
Mm-hmm.
and why are you selling everything off in your house? By the way, I'm gonna text you when we're done here, and we'll figure out some times for us to come over and help you declutter.
Yes. So we have a playlist, so check that out in the description, and it's our entire story from when we kind of announced this journey to moving into our trailer. Yeah. So, anyways, point number one.
Number one.
We wanted a new change. Mm-hmm. So we got married in 2010, and so we've been married for 9 years, and we've pretty much, we had 2 jobs. I was working a government job where I was making $90,000 a year. I was making good money. And then we just, without going into details, and it's kind of, this one area we're just going to kind of keep to ourselves for now. But we just went through kind of like a dark time in our family. And after that was over, God really kind of walked us through, and it was really kind of a crazy story. And, you know, we're blessed to be on the other side and to, you know, have some experiences and that we can take from it. But one of the things we realized was that what is keeping us here? Do we want to just stay in this lifestyle? Do we want to just stay in a house? Do we want... Hey,
Yep.
Personal was personal.
Yep.
Thank you. Do you want to stay in this life? Do you want to just, we love our church. The church that our kids grew up in, that I went to for
A lot of good memories, a lot of
12
friends.
years. I just, I love the church to death. I love everything about the church. But there were other things that were like, we want to go see other things in this country. We want to go travel. And I got the bug to travel when I started traveling about 16 years old. I traveled for a dramatic production that was put on by my church that went around to other churches. So I was all over the U.S. I think I visited up close to 25 to 28 states, I believe.
Yeah, he had a big map of the United States.
Yep.
And he had a bunch of pins in it from
places I stayed.
Places he'd gone for different things, either vacation or this eternity program, or with the government, or
Yep. So it just had a ton of experiences traveling all over the place. I mean, I was at D.C. I've been to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Been to New Jersey, Florida. I think I've been to Alabama. Some places are kind of fuzzy. Texas, and so all of these things, it was just like, this is awesome. This country is amazing. It's huge. There's just amazing people all over the place. And, here we are in a little town southeast of Seattle. And we're like, what's keeping us here?
the house,
The house.
mortgage,
The mortgage. And
the jobs.
the job. And I had phased out working for the government and had started my own business. And Carolyn was working as a nurse. And my business really wasn't taking off, but I was also juggling being a full-time stay-at-home parent at the same time. So I really couldn't put in the effort it really needed to get the type of business I was trying to start off the ground. And so I still have the business, and if people need help regarding stage and theatrical lighting, you can contact me and I'll help you guys out. But it was something that I'm like, well, that I could kind of do on the road. I could do orders for people and stuff like that. And I just was like, there's really nothing. My parents were 2.5 hours away. Her parents were
hour and 10
minutes away. So we never really had that
family
interaction.
Yeah.
A lot of people have grandparents are watching kids and all the time and really helping out, and we literally
we were on our own. We had our group of friends that we really relied on, and at times we knew that we couldn't rely on them because they're going through their own stuff, and but I really appreciate there's a couple of really close friends that we trusted, and for childcare we traded off, and
and I mean, some of them, they moved away. It was sad, but we went and visited them quite often. And so, we're just like, okay. And for the longest time, it's just like, I just had this thought, like, what is keeping us here? Basically the house. And then, so that was the first point, is we just wanted a new change. And the second point kind of followed with it, is we wanted to get out of debt. We had a mortgage and we had some legal fees that we had to take care of. And we
felt like we were in a rut.
Yes.
Both in our lifestyle, the way we were living, and where we wanted to be financially, where we would be, free of debt and be able to plan for the future and, do fun things together.
Yep, and bless people. And, but we realized we can bless people on the road. Yeah. We can be an encouragement to people who, we have a 3-month time window that we're able to meet and get to know them.
Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh.
So.
Sorry, it's not that you're boring, Garrett.
But So that was our second point, was that we really just wanted to get out of debt, have really nothing hanging over us.
We had a good chunk of equity in the house.
Yes. Yeah, and when we first bought our trailer, the first trailer we bought, because this is not the first trailer we are in, we got a loan out for that, and we got a loan out for the truck, knowing that the equity that we could sell would cover and pay off, which it did. And we had a good chunk of money left over afterwards.
And then we paid off the lown to his grandparents as well, that we had borrowed money for them for some legal fees.
So we were completely out of debt.
We had
zero. We did.
For how long? 2 months?
2 months.
2 months. We were completely out of debt for 2 months.
However, that trailer we were in when we first saw it was a little too small for us. And we kept trying to find places to put things, and we're just like...
maybe we needed to go a little bit more lightweight with stuff, but we had a winter in the thing, and I was like, we've got to have winter clothes, we got to have summer clothes. I don't know. My anxiety was supposed to be decreased with less stuff, and it was increasing because we had less stuff, but some stuff didn't have a place, and it was laying everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't live like this.
Yeah. So I saw a video from they call themselves the Wandering Arrows on Instagram, and I forget what his name is. It's like his personal name on YouTube, but he was showing a Grand Design that had this rear bunkhouse, and we were like,
Garrett's like, look at this,
look at this. So
Grand Design 2019 bunkhouse, gotta see it. Was it 2019 or 2018?
The one that they had was a 19, so it was this model.
Yeah.
And I was like, we gotta look, like, we should see if there's one around here. And then I went on RV Trader, like, there's one in Fife, which was 25 minutes from us. So we were like, oh my gosh.
It did feel really good to be debt-free, Linda. It felt really good to be debt-free.
And we went down and we looked at this actual model. This actual trailer.
This trailer.
And we're like, okay. So with the but with the value of the trailer and what we have, we started doing the math.
Our trade-in value, and we did end up having a good chunk of money left over after the sale of the house. So instead of putting that into savings and retirement, we put it down on this trailer.
Yes. So we got an $89,000 trailer for about $26,000 on it now.
Yeah, it's a small car loan.
So it's a very small car loan, and
it's doable.
I think once we are able to get some boondocking in, we'll be able to start throwing chunks into that debt and get that down.
Well, and finding a job that will offer me overtime every once in a while. This job hasn't. I just work my hours and I'm done. So that'll be really cool too, because then we can bring in a little bit extra and maybe pay it down. But really what we need to do is think about our finances and kind of trim it down just a little bit, not spend as much in certain areas, so that we can finally start whittling away at that last little nagging debt.
Yeah. So X Marks the Spot said, your solitude is great. We love our reflection.
We need to do a tour video so you guys can see the inside.
Yeah, we have
instead of just this little nook on the outside.
This little corner. This little corner. Yes, we have been impressed with Grand Designs from the first time we walked into one at an RV show.
Not saying that they're perfect and they don't have problems. Like the screws on the outside of the slide have been popping off.
I think it was something with the winter we went through. But
probably things swelling or whatever. So we do have stuff that has to be warranted, that has to be fixed. But that's why you buy that extended warranty and you get it taken care of, and you take care of it as soon as you can.
Yeah, and
you do
and part
repairs.
of that debt was with the extended warranty. Yeah. So we knew what we were getting into.
Hopefully you guys can hear us over the AC.
Oh, it's fine. So
okay.
We are on the road to being completely out of debt, and really and truly, we're happy with where we're at debt wise, and we know that fairly soon we can say that we are out of debt. So
we'll
she
do
said,
the debt-free scream on here instead
I can
of
hear
on
you fine over the
Dave
AC.
Ramsey. Okay, that's
It's
good.
just us.
I'm glad.
All right, point number 3. We wanted to teach our kids in an unforgettable way.
Unforgettable way. I mean, seriously, what do you remember from books? Not much, but
There
you
were some
remember
series that I
experiences.
remember, like certain history books that stuck out to me. But I also had the ability to go visit some of these war memorials and battlefields.
To make the history
Come alive. Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
So, we didn't want to teach our kids. I mean, that was the other thing. We were already planning on homeschooling our kids. We were like, we don't have to homeschool them here. As long as we follow the laws from the state we're living, or keep our residence in, we were wanting to, so.
We really just felt like we're living away from our family members and not getting assistance from them every single day or every single week.
Yep.
So what's the difference with us living, an hour or two from grandparents or
3,000 miles away.
Yeah, what's the difference? Not much. We're so connected nowadays where we can go live with people, we can FaceTime, we have instant connection even though we're thousands of miles away, and in an emergency you can get on an airplane and be there within a day.
Yeah. So really and truly, they are not that far away.
No, they're not.
I could say probably 50 years ago, this would be, the only way to communicate would be long distance phone or flying.
It would be
or just
very difficult
letters.
to communicate with family. Yeah. Going in tomorrow for warranty. Work on yours. Good. X marks the spot. Get it done. Road schooling is amazing for the kids. It is. We're learning. Luckily, we're still in that early phase.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy's kindergarten, first grade. Emma's a solid third grader. She's kind of in this quasi spot where it's she's second grade age, finishing that up, but she's third grade in most of her subjects, and fourth grade, kind of pushing fourth grade in math, and it's we want to keep continuing her. She's so enthusiastic with learning.
Yep.
She really is.
Yes.
There are days that are very hard and she falls apart, where she takes an hour and a half to do one page of math instead of the 20 minutes that it should take. You really have to gauge their interests and not push too hard.
And I think that's where being able to go out and see a memorial or see a museum or experience something other than what's in there, what's in a book, what's in a page, really kind of helps. And
so she wrote a book report. Well, not a book report. She wrote a report. The last time we went to the Science Museum, I said, okay, before you go and explore and do anything fun
yes.
on your own, find one thing that you want to experience, learn about, and then write a paragraph or two on.
Yeah.
It was hard. The environment was pretty noisy. There was a school in there with lots
Every
of
time
kids.
we've been in there, there's been 2 to 3 school
it's
groups.
It's a very popular school group location.
Yeah.
But she did get it done. We need to correct the spelling still. I took a picture of her actually doing the exhibit that she wrote about.
If you're wondering, check out our video from Friday. That is our kind of adventure, one of our adventures we've had at the Science Museum.
At the Science Museum. Hands-on learning really helps the lesson stick. It really does.
It does.
I'm learning lots too.
And you wanted to add.
So you kind of have this flavor of in the past, kind of what led us to this, and I feel like those 3 things they're still there, but it's kind of morphed into this main theme of being intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to be intentional with how we live our life. So that was the new change. We're trying to be intentional with how we spend our money, how we live financially.
Yes.
To get out of debt. We're trying to be intentional with the kids and their schooling and where they're remembering life lessons and not just this, but I have seen, I've got to say, 2 years ago, basically after our kind of difficult time, I really slipped into this anxiety rotation and this having emotional breakdowns and not knowing why. And I did see a counselor. She said, you're dealing with some PTSD, and I feel like it's not so much PTSD anymore. It's more of just like I haven't been intentional with who I want to be and how I want to interact with the people around me. My relationships feel broken because you have to put up walls, and then you have daily life, the rush, the push. And with me being the breadwinner, that's put a lot of stress on my shoulders. So I've been reading books and trying to internalize the fact that I need to change things about me to allow my family to really blossom and grow, and for me to enjoy life the way I used to as a kid before all the adult problems, So
and we're working on a few ways that we can bring in residual income without her having to work all the time, so that we can actually take longer breaks. Because one of the things that we really
recharge and spend time,
one of the things we really liked about this lifestyle is that we don't have to go from contract to contract. We can take a month. We could take time off. We could take a month off. But our problem is, we would go through our money so quickly. With where we're at, so we're working on bringing in some extra sources of income to help kind of make it so that we can take extended times between, and then we can just be a family. We could, and we're going to probably try to do some boondocking in our next location.
I want to get away where the anxiety and the stress of let's go, I can just be able to breathe and be able to think through what I'm, what I've internalized and not thought about, and just press down. And
So Linda just said, good for you for realizing that you need to enjoy life. Carolyn, you need to enjoy life, Carolyn, and not feel guilty for feeling happy.
Yeah. Well, I've had more guilty thoughts about the way I've made our lives miserable at times with the way I am interacting, and it's tough. But I've been reading. I actually do a lot of audiobooks because I have a commute to work and back again, and that's kind of my quiet time. And I thought, well, let's learn from that time. And I'm reading a book right now. It's called Present Over Perfect. It's by Shauna Nyquist, I think, or Nyquist. And just even on my way home, something that she said in her book towards the end, it was like, the most important things aren't things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how often have I focused on the things? We have these things we have to do today. This is my checklist. We have these chores to do. We have these items we have to purchase, so we have to do this kind of job. And why am I focused so much on things and not the people that I live with, I rub shoulders with, I interact with on a daily basis? Why am I treating...
Adventure just joined.
Hello, our national adventure. Allison, I miss you guys. So I'm learning. It's slow. It's been years getting me to this point.
Yeah. And
it's going to take months and years probably to get me to the place where I want to be, where I am fully engaged and living intentionally and treating Garrett and the kids better. I mean, the way they need to be treated, as the most important thing in my life, Yeah.
So. Linda just said, it is tough for everyone, but it is part of growing as an individual. Wow, that was a good statement from the book. We do let things get in front of us.
Yeah. We do. Anyway, I highly recommend it. There's quite a number of other books that I've read that have been speaking to my soul about, put it down. Walk away from it.
Yeah.
The busyness is not important. But, I'm thinking about it as I'm going through my daily routine now at work. And I'm like, that's all this job is. It's task upon task upon task. And you have your list and you got to get done. And you have 12 hours to do it. And if you don't get it done, you're going to have to stay late, get your charting down. And it's that constant, like, well, how do you even rest in that sort of an environment? You can't. Except you can clock out at the end and walk away, and that's it. You don't have to bring it home. And
that's the plus side of this, doing the floor nursing as opposed to doing the management or the teaching side, where she could not get away from the work.
No, I brought it home.
She brought it home.
Because it was constant projects that I never had completion.
So it was like, like, how do we take some time off and get away from the work where she can not focus on it? Well, it never really happened.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the why we decided to change. I wanted to talk about kind of the trip that kind of...
This. Sorry, I forgot to do this. This was part of my talk.
So, okay. Let her finish her talk.
Intentionality. You brought the kids to me during work.
Yep.
After church. And even though I was in the middle of, like, I had meds in my hand to go give to a patient, I knew it was super important to pay attention to my children, give them a hug, love them. And, of course, Timothy's like, I have something for you. And he pulls this balloon out of his pocket. He's like, this is for you, Mommy. I got it at church. Thank you so much, Timothy. And just getting on their eye level, even for just the 5-10 minutes that I stopped.
Yeah.
Being intentional with my children in the craziness.
And I told them that, hey, Mommy's probably busy. We'll probably just be able to say hi real quick. But the church we're going to here is only about 7 minutes away.
7-9 minutes, yeah.
No, 7 to 9 minutes away from the church. So it makes sense for us to drive a few minutes to go say hi. So, yes, and that was the...
Eddie wanted it, but Timothy was like, Mommy, you gotta have this. And they got me candy too, and I lost it. I don't know where it is. It's probably sitting in the break room somewhere.
Some patient's munching on it. Okay, moving on. So, when did we kind of start thinking about this lifestyle?
Was it 2017?
It's 2017 in July.
The 5 minutes and that balloon, when you think back on it, made your day and really made Timothy's day too. It did. Yeah. And all I saw as I was running for my patient room is them, bye, Mommy, we love you, we'll see you tomorrow. Because, of course, they're asleep when I get home. So.
Yep. So it was summer of 2017, and we had tried, we were like, we are going on vacation.
We are.
We need vacation. We need to go somewhere where there's no cell phone, So we were like, we're going to go to Mount Rainier.
With a little elementary, a preschooler, and a baby.
Yeah.
Preschooler? He was a toddler.
He was a toddler.
Timmy was a
3 years old.
Okay, preschooler.
Yep. So we had probably he was probably almost a year old.
Eddie?
Eddie
was like 5 months old. He was teething.
Okay. Well, he was
5 or 6.
He was kind of getting up.
He was teething.
Yep. So we went and had a camping trip. I will play this video for you while we continue to talk. And this is Timmy as a 3-year-old with a GoPro stuck to his head.
Oh, it's the Timmy cam.
It's the Timmy cam.
I hope you guys don't get sick.
Yes.
I remember he shook the camera and ran around a bunch.
Yes, he was all over the place. But he was having the time of his life. He was absolutely having a blast. And this camp was not on Mount Rainier because we were told that we could go to Ohana Prakash campground.
But it was full.
So we kept driving, and we finally found a place that had one site.
It was like 45 minutes down the mountain.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
But it was campsite.
We got like the last spot.
Yeah, and we technically boondocked.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both these.
So it would
this time and the next year too.
Yeah.
But I mean, super, super glad that the site was right next to the restroom.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's where we went. We didn't go in the little pop-up trailer.
Yep.
We did showers in there. It was pretty decent.
So we tried to get family to come. We invited Carolyn's family. We invited my family.
Your mom and dad were planning to come.
My mom and dad were planning on coming, and then their vehicle needed really a whole lot of work.
It was in the shop the whole time.
Yeah. So this was the trailer I borrowed from a friend.
Little pop-up
trailer.
It was fun.
Yep. And I made a playlist so you can watch a couple of videos that we made.
No, don't break it. Don't break it.
No.
Timmy, don't break it. He
Yep.
does break it in the end.
Anyways, so but everything fell through, and we ended up being for 5 days by ourselves in the mountains in this little campsite, and it was
good recharging.
It was a good recharging for us. And we on their way home from this trip, we were like, what if we did this full time?
You were saying that.
That's what I was saying. Yes, I was saying that.
It took him a couple of more months to convince me, and then we set a timeline for the following July. Yep. Which we saw right away we were going to need... Yep, there it is. He broke it. We were going to need a little bit longer, and so our goal ended up being August, and then with the sale of the house, it didn't really happen until September, but we were full-time by August 1st.
Yeah.
I mean,
our timeline was not that far off.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. So that was kind of the camping trip that inspired us to at least consider this lifestyle. And then once we started digging into it, watching YouTubers,
and then we had the whole the nomad life thing was happening. You got involved in the beta testing right away. Yep. I know that isn't a thing anymore here in 2019, but it really, like, the people, some of you on here, we met on that app. Yeah. On the Nomad Life. Don Rimmel, the Epic Life. And just
the Haybirds. And
watching everyone go to the rally in 2018, and
we were one of the first people to buy tickets when it came out for the next year because we really wanted to attend.
But it definitely helped us stay focused on where we needed to be to reach this goal of being full-time, and we didn't feel like we were the only ones in doing it.
Yeah. That and a lot of people, we were really blessed because we're able to discover people that have gone before us and said, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, don't do this, don't do that. And so we were able to really kind of come into an experience where we would have been really intimidated by it. Like, I don't even know what we're doing, and now we're in the trailer.
Linda says, oh my gosh, I think this was one of the first videos I ever watched of yours. The Timmy video.
Oh, he absolutely loved it.
GoPro Timmy video. Are you going to put a link for that in the
description? There's a playlist in the description that has 3 videos that were during that camping trip. So make sure to go check those out.
This is totally like throwback. Yeah. This is way back. But, well, except this Sunday night. So.
What I realized was that there's a good chunk of people that have joined our channel that since that didn't know our story. They're not going to go 10 pages back on video.
We have a lot of videos,
we have over like 300 videos.
We have a lot of videos. I didn't realize how many we have. But
a lot of them are very just one-shot type stuff.
Anyway, where are we at now?
So, the camping trip was kind of just that starting point for us, pivotal. And then And then we just started getting involved in the community. And at one point, we met the Bouderos from the Fulltime Family. They're now roadschool.com. They changed their names.
So
I like throwbacks. Memories and story videos are great for the kids later when to remember also. Yes.
Yes, Allison. I mean, I can't wait. Like, 10 years down the road, the kids will be able to pop onto YouTube and watch themselves 10 years ago. I don't have that luxury. I have photos of myself.
So I'll talk about that family as the Fulltime Family because that's kind of what they're most known for. But they're a YouTube family, and they were up in Alaska, and No Bad Life or one of those apps we found them on, and we were communicating with them, and on the way back from Alaska, they stopped at our house.
Linda, their channel is now Road School.
Road School, yes.
So, and you can find them on
roadschool.com
as well. So Garrett's going to type it in here. Yes, Our National Adventure. Allison already got it.
So we were like, why don't you guys come down and have dinner with us?
Yep.
And so they parked their 28-foot
C-Class.
C-Class.
What year was it?
1980 something.
It was super old.
So
it was their summer home they had purchased just to go to Alaska, so they could fit in to all the parks and get into boondocking locations in crazy awesome places in Denali.
Yes.
So,
they had got some amazing stuff, amazing trips.
That was last summer for them.
Yeah. And just picture this. A 37-foot fifth wheel and a 28-foot Class C parked in somebody's driveway on a main road.
On a very busy
road.
We must have turned some heads.
I had to be out in the middle of the road as he backed out to get on the road to
stop traffic.
That
he could get out. Yeah.
But
I had to do the same thing when you were backing
Yes.
our trailer into the spot. So
I just was getting a kick out of it just because of how many big vehicles were in that little parking spot. I was like, I don't know if that thing will fit. It did.
It did. Yeah. It did. It fit. We should have. Oh yeah. Shoulda. Woulda. Coulda. We should have taken some video footage of that.
Yeah, I did take some footage, but I didn't really talk or didn't really interview them or any. The last couple, we've met with the Fulltime Family twice
now. And we've interviewed them on the
live stream.
On this live stream.
Yep.
Doug and Harmy are fantastic, and their kids. They have 5 of them with them.
Yeah. So
they are in Montana.
They're in Montana, and they're doing work camping.
And they're work camping, so that's what they're doing this summer. A little bit different than traveling all over Alaska.
Yeah, exactly. So while he was here, he gave us a card, and he's like, "Hey, you guys should, if you're going to be going full time, you should really think about this organization called Fulltime Families."
Because he was an ambassador.
Because he was an ambassador for them, and
which we are now too.
We are now ambassadors. So the link in the description of this video is an affiliate link. So if you're interested in Fulltime Families and you have not signed up for them,
just check it out.
Yeah. And it doesn't cost, the affiliate link doesn't cost you anything.
Mice!
Yeah, I saw that.
They're battling mice in Montana. That makes sense. I mean, it gets really cold in Montana, and then all the mice are like, oh, it's springtime, we're going to come out. Hey, let's crawl into all the nooks and crannies and find the warmth and the food. We're hungry. Hungry.
Yes.
Hungry mice.
So we have been very blessed by the Fulltime Families organization, and they're very heavy on YouTube. They have probably 100 different groups on YouTube, but they're for all the different Facebook.
YouTube.
Facebook. They're also on some of the other platforms, but they're also on YouTube. And so I've been working closely with Doug from Fulltime Family to kind of bring
Road School
to help bring video content back to the Fulltime Family sphere. The last time they put a video up was probably like 6 months ago on the Fulltime Families channel. So it's something they haven't really utilized really well. And there are some really great creators, like our National Adventure.
Yes.
X Marks the Spot, and, even No Ordinary Path. They are very amazing creators and all part of Fulltime.
Collabing, we're trying to bring a little bit back, bring something back to Fulltime Families on the YouTube page.
Yep.
Because there are thousands of members, and what better way for great content to get out to those that you're kind of marketing to anyway.
Yes. So. And that's why I cleaned up. So I was introing the new Fulltime Families video.
Got some fun with green screens.
Yeah. If you like that intro, that was green screen. So, anyways, if you are looking at full-timing and you have a family, I would say it's almost a necessity to join Fulltime Families.
It's a great way to be supported and have, people that you can text in the middle of the night, or even just throw it up on Facebook and get answers right away for questions, or just somebody who's going to commiserate with you because they know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
My water pump's out. My heater's not working.
I'm stuck on the side of the road.
The basement flooded. Yeah, tire blew out. All those things that we know that our families at home aren't going to understand. So,
you like the cleaner beard.
Oil for mice repellent. Oh, what a good idea. D, I will definitely let them know.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. FYI, I like your cleaner beard, Garrett. Okay, so don't let it get shaggy, man.
I'm trying.
You guys should tell him too. Like, if he gets really bad, tell him
to clean it up.
Just.
Who knows what might happen up here? I did a mohawk once a couple years ago. So Dee said that they intend to join Fulltime Families.
Awesome. Do it to our link.
Yeah, use the link in the description. Please. Anyway,
we're laughing. D, you might be our first one. So at this point, I don't think we have anybody. But what if we like the scruffy look?
Maybe I'll keep it business on the bottom, party on top.
That's already what it is.
I like it short on the sides.
We can frost your tips.
Frost the tips. I'm going white already, so there's no.
Garrett and I keep finding gray hairs. Is that normal for your mid-30s? Is that normal? Is that normal?
My mom was graying in her early 30s, so I think it's hereditary.
My mom wasn't, or at least I don't remember.
Frost the tips, yeah.
Frost the tips.
I did do that. I did not frost my tips. I did the highlight, the blonde highlights at one point when I was probably like 20.
Thank you, Linda. I know they're all earned. Every single gray hair. Okay.
And every day when the kids give me new gray hairs.
Don't eat that! Don't run with that!
Why are you upside down on the couch? Why are you standing on that? Those were all things I said today.
Today.
It is late and we are tired. I would admit that. Just wait until Emma gets dating age.
Oh no. Oh God, no. I've been dreading, since she was born, I have been dreading teenage years. I don't know why I'm so scared of having a teenager, but I'm so scared. And she's 8! Oh no! We're almost there!
I know.
Okay, I'm tired. You're going to start seeing the goofy side of me. When I'm tired, I either A, turn into a pumpkin, or B, I get really silly. So, that's just me.
Yeah. She has food over there if she wanted to grab some, but
I know.
not
I'll wait
polite.
till we're done here.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be really cool to do a special live video, and it would have to be earlier hours, so I know some of you might not be able to join, but let the kids do the live video. You might get something really interesting.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be the kids on the table looking into the camera from
Hi, everyone.
about 3 inches
Here,
away.
let me show you this. And they would, like, put it right in your
And they
face.
were like, I love hey, look at this. I made.
Linda Rose, it'll be fine, really. They just stay eternally grounded. No problem.
I'm saying they're not going to get phones until they're 18.
Yes. Well, not until they can support their own phone.
If they get their own job and they want to get a flip phone, they can get a flip phone.
Well, if we're going to leave them at home, we're going to have some sort of way for them to communicate. So we'll probably end up doing like my sister and brother-in-law.
Never do live TV with kids or animals.
I know, you said that, Linda. I know.
We're trying to do a new segment on our channel called Kids Only. So we're giving them a kind of a space that they can create. Didn't get a chance to do. I probably should have. But.
Well, we weren't doing any videotaping with Emma because she had this huge blister on her nose from sunburn that needed to heal. And it's absolutely beautiful now. I got to see her face today when they visited, and I was like, oh, it's
better.
It's healed. It's so cute, this little pink streak.
We got this idea to do a video using the kids on our way back from Alabama. And then Emma just... No.
No?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to tell them.
Okay, good.
But then Emma decided to go just look like a Bengal tiger just went on her.
She couldn't help that she got sunburnt and it kind of blistered.
And then she was just... it was hard. We're all really itchy everywhere right now.
And then she's a picker, too.
Yes.
She picks every scab and thing. And I had that problem when she was a baby where she would get, she'd get a zit and then on her cheek, and then she would pick it until it bled, and then pick it until it bled, and pick it until... And so a little tiny zit would end up being this huge spot on her cheek.
See you later, X marks the spot. Thank you
Goodbye,
for
good night.
Sticking around with us for so long.
That's our cue that we're going too long and we need to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Oh, the kick cam is good because then you can edit it if necessary. It's true, and we do a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's the live stuff, unless you can put a 10-second lag on it to bleep something out.
Well, our kids really don't know bleeping words.
I don't think that's what she means. Just like crazy stuff that they might do or say. Like,
we might just
my mommy hit me.
We might just be having to sit behind them and being like, "Hey,
we'll
get back on topic.
We'll coach
back on topic."
But sunburns aren't itchy in the final healing. They are. They are so itchy.
Yeah.
I've been so itchy.
And flaky everywhere.
Between my shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Anyway, our sunburns are healing. We know now that we need the strong stuff and how to take care of ourselves.
SPF 30 from the Northwest does not work at all.
You need the spray-on good
Alabama,
sport stuff, 70
Gulf
SPF.
Coast. Just crazy stuff.
Yep, that's what I thought you meant. We were right on there, Linda. You
said bleeping, bleep, and that's normally
it goes right to his brain. Like beep. he watches stuff, talk show stuff where they have to bleep themselves, and I'm like, why are you watching this? Because it's good information.
It's good information. Yeah.
I know It's just what happens when you watch a comedian give you the news. They have to put in stuff like that. Okay, shall we do our shout outs?
Yes.
Shout outs!
So we for some reason we've gotten out of some kind of a slump for a while.
I don't know, those of you who do YouTube, if you've noticed a slump for a while where you weren't getting very many subscribers, or you get one and then one would drop away, and but I feel like we've gotten over that hump. We're at 467 as of this morning.
Yep.
Okay. So we're close to that 500 goal, guys. We're almost there.
And we will...
I think you should get your tips frosted at 500. No, we should do that for 1,000.
Tips frosted for 1,000.
No, we got to do something bigger and better. We want to get stickers printed so that we can start sending them to people.
Our plan is to have stickers in time for the balloon fiesta.
Who's going to Balloon Fiesta?
Our national adventure. Are you coming? So we are designing a sticker. If you follow other social media, you probably saw the post. If you go through Diary of a Family's Facebook page. Scroll down a little bit
couple of weeks
till you find our different designs that we came up with. And if there's one that you really like, hit the like button, hit the comment on it or whatever, and we're kind of doing it as a poll. So we got a couple.
Repost it so that it's newer on our feed, so they can find it easier.
So we hope to have those out soon, and back to subscribers.
All right, so shout out to Gil AP2, Lonnie Wood. I'm gonna butcher this name. Tao Giao. It's it looks Vietnamese to me. THOGIAU.
Or Italian.
That could be too. And Stephen Felleman. So, hey guys, shout out to you for joining the channel and
thank you.
Kind of starting this journey with us and being intentional with us. So, yes, Linda, I think we'll
repost it after we're done.
That sticker thing.
Yep.
But
so yeah, we've been seeing a pretty crazy uptick within views on our channel
and
watch time. I think these live streams have really helped boost our hours.
You guys hanging out with us is boosting our hours, but I just love it because, oh my gosh, I've had this whole adult conversation with you.
Good night, our national adventure.
Get some
sleep.
Yes. Are they still East Coast time?
They're in New Hampshire or Maine or something.
Oh yeah,
like that,
they're still East Coast time, just like
they're probably up with Chloe.
Nursing our travel bug.
Yep.
So they're like an hour ahead. What does that make it? Like 11 there?
Almost 11 o'clock.
Almost 11 o'clock. You guys hang out with us so late. I'm so sorry. It's just because I can't get home soon enough from work.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll...
Guys, I love this time. I really don't want it to end, but I know we do need to end, so...
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And once we get to 500 subscribers, we will eat something really hot.
Are we going to do it live? Have we decided?
Probably should.
We might as well.
We might as well just do it live, and then we'll have a conversation with you while we eat hot
after we've hit 500 subscribers, because we hadn't decided this. We were talking about making a video.
Yep.
The Sunday after we hit 500 subscribers, you want to tune in.
Yes. Because we will...
I will probably turn red and cough and choke and maybe cry. Possibly vomit.
And Carolyn ended up getting... Good night, Dee, and all the love
Good night,
families.
Dee. I will text you, and we will talk, and we will get together this week to clean.
Yep. Yeah. I have ghost pepper jerky?
I know. Ghost pepper jerky, and I think we both have to try it.
Yes. So. Yep.
That's it. That's all we got.
That's it.
That's all we got.
We're signing out. Thank you guys.
Peace out.
So much for joining. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed
if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. We don't care. Either way.
Yeah, whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But check us out. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell, especially if you want to chat with us.
Go back onto Diary of a Family Facebook. Yeah. We'll repost those stickers. Vote. Tell us what you like.
Yeah. And check out those description. We have those playlists as well for you to check out so you can get more history on kind of more in-depth with our story.
Linda, good night.
Good night. All right, we'll see you guys on the road.
Bye, everyone.
Live life intentionally. Bye.